England were left devastated last night at the Groupama Stadium here in Lyon after Phil Neville's side were defeated by the USA 2-1 in the Women's World Cup semi-final. Fans in London were dealt a blow as they watched the Lionesses being denied a second goal to catch up following a VAR decision. The team also missed a penalty in the final minutes. The US, ranked #1 in the world, will now face either Sweden or the Netherlands in the final on Sunday, depending on which team wins tonight. Well, joining us now to talk about the game last night and to look ahead to tonight's match is our sports editor, Andy Rubini. Beautiful match last night, Andy. Very, very tense. And for England fans, bitter disappointment.
Of course, and you said it, tense, thrilling, dramatic. All the ingredients were there as England were dumped out of the competition by the United States, who got off to a great start, putting their opponents under pressure in the opening minutes, eventually finding the back of the net in the 10th minute thanks to press. They've actually scored in the opening 12 minutes of all of their games throughout the competition, which says a lot about how they actually play in these first minutes. But England bounced back, arguably against the run of play. Ellen White finding the back of the net 9 minutes later. Just before the interval, Alex Morgan, who had to score a goal because the golden boot race is on. Ellen White scored 6. Alex Morgan also has scored 6, netting there just before the interval. Second half, England pushed. Ellen White scored a brace. Well, we thought she'd scored a brace, but after a VAR review, this goal was disallowed. Phil Neville said after the game that it was the right decision. It was an offside, so no complaints there. And in the dying moments of the game, there was this penalty. Ellen White again fouled in the box. Steph Orton took the responsibility, unfortunately didn't make great contact with the ball. 2-1 loss. This was the final score to the delight of these American supporters. Our Euronews correspondent, Cinzia Rizzi, was actually at the Groupama Stadium, soaking up the pressure. Let's take a look.
The United States defeated England in a close semi-final on Tuesday night in Lyon and got through to the final act of the Women's World Cup. Christine Press opened the scoring with a fine header. The celebration didn't last long as England's Ellen White scored her 6th goal of the tournament. Before the half-time, the American forward Alex Morgan marked her birthday, making it 2-1 for Coach Ellis' side. A disallowed goal for offside and a missed penalty faded the Lionesses' hope of getting to the final. The atmosphere at the Groupama Stadium was really festive after the game. People across the Atlantic Ocean just to cheer their team were partying and singing.
Oh, it was amazing, exciting, USA, yeah! We really came all the way from Connecticut. So, USA all the way, finals, baby.
Fantastic. We can't wait for the next one. This is going to be the greatest game of all time. It's really fantastic. We're so happy to be here.
In contrast, there was a mood of disappointment among English fans.
Very disappointing, yeah, very disappointed. Yeah, we never seem to get past the semi-finals and we're not very good at penalties, so. But our support was excellent. I thought we had the best support, so, yeah.
While for some who had come just to enjoy women's football, neither side were losers on the pitch.
For me, it's not England or USA who won, it's women's. Because there were so many families with child, with boys. For me, we won already.
The United States reached the World Cup final for the 5th time in history. Between them and their 4th title, there's now either Sweden or Netherlands. We have to wait for Wednesday night game to know who will be the opponents of the defending champions. Cinzia Rizzi for Euronews in Lyon.
Well, Andy, as Cinzia was saying there, tonight's match now, Sweden and the Netherlands will determine who's going to play the US on Sunday. What can we expect from tonight's match here in Lyon as well?
Well, Sweden are the lowest ranked team left in the tournament, 9th. They were pitted in the same group as the US, Group F. So they just about managed to beat Chile. The final score was 3-2. Then Thailand lost to the US. But here it's where it gets interesting. The round of 16, where they actually managed to outclass Canada 1-0, and then the shock of the tournament, beating Germany in the quarterfinals to go through to to the semis where they'll be playing against the Netherlands. The Netherlands recently have been doing well. They actually won the European Championship on home soil in 2017. A few players to look out for. Midema, the Arsenal striker, she's only 22. She scored 61 goals for her national team. And in Sweden, take a look at Kosovari Asllani, Blackstenius as well. Hopefully these players will all score, give us a great game to watch, and it should be a delight for the neutral. My prediction, I know you're going to ask me, let's say the Netherlands, just based on their recent experience. I think they'll have more experience on the pitch, and I think they'll go through to the final. US against the Netherlands, this could be a good one to watch.
You saved me the trouble of asking you the question. Andy Rubini, no doubt we'll hear more from you tomorrow. Thanks very much.